Have you ever felt a sense of fear or uncertainty that seems to paralyze you? Perhaps it's related to a big decision, a challenging situation at work, or simply the unknown. Whatever the cause, it can be overwhelming and affect every area of your life. In the Bible, we're reminded not to be afraid. Joshua 1:9. This verse serves as a powerful encouragement for us when faced with difficult circumstances, and is often referred to as one of the most well-known scriptures about fear. The message is clear: God is with you, and He wants to give you strength and courage. As we explore what it means not to be afraid, let's consider how this mindset affects our daily lives. By embracing a heart that is trusting and courageous, we can experience the freedom from anxiety and worry that comes from knowing God is in control. This article will delve into the meaning of "do not be afraid," its significance in Scripture, and how it applies to our everyday situations. We'll also examine some practical ways to apply this mindset to your own life, allowing you to live with confidence and faith in the midst of uncertainty. We'll look at biblical examples of individuals who overcame fear through their trust in God, such as Joshua and Peter. Their stories offer valuable insights into how we can face our own fears and doubts with hope and courage. Biblical context in key passages: the phrase, "do not be afraid," appears in various parts of the Bible, serving as a reminder that God is always with us. In Joshua 1:9, we're told, "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged." Here, God encourages Joshua to trust in His presence and provision, promising strength and courage for the task ahead. In Isaiah 40:4, we read, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be frightened, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you." These words offer comfort to those who feel overwhelmed by life's challenges, assuring us that God is our rock and refuge. Similarly, in Deuteronomy 31:6, Moses reminds the Israelites, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you, nor forsake you." This passage emphasizes the importance of relying on God's presence and power. These passages demonstrate that "do not be afraid" is a recurring theme throughout Scripture, often accompanied by promises of God's presence and provision. As we reflect on these verses, we're reminded that our fears are not unique or insurmountable. God has overcome them for us. Joshua 1:9, Isaiah 41, Tetendo, Deuteronomy 31:6. In the next section, we'll explore how this mindset affects our daily lives and examine practical ways to apply "do not be afraid" in our own situations. Meaning and key themes: the phrase, "do not be afraid," is more than just a comforting word of encouragement. It's a declaration of God's presence and power in our lives. When we say these words, we're acknowledging that our fears are not insurmountable because God is with us. In the biblical context, "do not be afraid" is often linked to promises of strength and courage. For instance, in Joshua 1:9, God tells Joshua to be strong and courageous, assuring him that He will be present throughout his journey. This emphasis on trust and reliance on God's presence is a key theme in these passages. The "not be afraid" mindset also involves recognizing our fears are not unique or uncommon. Many biblical characters faced their share of fears and doubts, but they overcame them through their faith in God. By emulating their examples, we can learn to face our own fears with courage and hope. Recognizing God's presence and power, relying on trust rather than fear, facing fears with courage and hope in practical terms. This mindset means trusting in God's goodness and provision, even when circumstances seem uncertain or challenging. It involves recognizing that our fears are not a reflection of God's absence, but rather an opportunity for Him to demonstrate His presence and power. As we reflect on the biblical context and key themes surrounding "do not be afraid," it becomes clear that this mindset is not just about avoiding fear, but about embracing trust in God's goodness and presence. By adopting this mindset, we can experience freedom from anxiety and worry, living with confidence and faith in the midst of uncertainty. Practical application today. The "do not be afraid" mindset is not just relevant to ancient biblical times, but has practical applications in our daily lives as well. When faced with difficult decisions or uncertain situations, we can draw on this mindset by reminding ourselves that God is with us and will give us strength and courage. One way to apply this mindset is through prayer and meditation. By taking time to reflect on Scripture and pray for guidance, we can cultivate a sense of trust in God's presence and power. This helps us navigate challenging situations with greater confidence and faith. Additionally, surrounding ourselves with people who encourage and support us can be a powerful way to apply the "do not be afraid" mindset. When we're part of a community that shares our values and encourages our trust in God, we're more likely to face our fears with courage and hope. Prayer and meditation, surrounding ourselves with supportive communities. By embracing the "do not be afraid" mindset, we can experience a deeper sense of freedom from anxiety and worry. We'll learn to trust in God's goodness and presence, even when circumstances seem uncertain or challenging. And as we do so, we'll discover that He is indeed with us, giving us strength and courage for every situation. Conclusion: in the end, it's not about eliminating fear entirely, but learning to face it with confidence and faith. When we remember that God is always with us, we can overcome our fears and live with courage and hope. By embracing this mindset, we'll discover a deeper sense of freedom from anxiety and worry. As you journey through uncertain times, hold on to the truth that God's presence and power are greater than any fear or challenge you may face. Trust in His goodness and provision, and know that He will give you strength and courage for every situation. May the words of Isaiah 41:10 be a reminder of this truth. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be frightened, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. Yours,